The Jake Asman Show will begin shortly. Thanks to all these great Patreon members who help support the show. Get your super chats ready. Jake will be here in just a moment. If you love the New York Jets, this is the place to be. And now, the Jake Asman Show.
It's a football Friday, which means Fireman Ed is going to join us. We'll talk about the latest on the Jets and the Bills. Plus, Mark Sanchez has a wild theory on why Justin Fields played so well on his Jets debut. That and much more. It's the Jake Asman Show. Let's hit it and get it started.
I'm excited about the things that we're continuing to build and how we're moving forward.
If you're feeling good about the New York Jets, make some noise.
The 2025 New York Jets season is officially here. Can Aaron Glenn lead the team back to the playoffs and finally deliver on the promise this roster has shown? Every step of the journey, the Jake Asman Show will have you covered, breaking down all the storylines, every game, and everything in between. Please subscribe and hit the like button below. Super chats, baby. Cut the line. The Jake Asman Show starts right now.
Happy Friday. Happy Football Friday. Welcome in, everybody. Before we get started, reminder, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, make sure you do so. You get 4 hours of daily Jets talk, plus you get 3 hours after every Jets game on our post-game show. We'll be live right after the Jets and the Bills on Sunday. Will the Jets get their first win of the season on Sunday? We'll talk about that and much more. And we say hello right now to our guy Fireman Ed, who joins us in his weekly spot on the show. Ed, how we feeling, man? Tough one on Sunday, a lot of good, but ultimately unable to get that first win in the Aaron Glenn era.
Yeah, I would have liked to see them win that game. I thought it would have been nice to see the Steelers fans go out of there miserable. I did think it was going to happen. I thought Nick Folk would come in and kick that field goal and win the game. So it was a good game. A lot to be happy about, promising. We have our coach that I think we could say, because he's a tough guy and he ain't putting up with nothing. So you got to love that, because, Salah was just, there was no discipline. We're going to get discipline out of this guy, and we're going to get accountability out of him. So, we'll see where it goes. It's the first game. I loved what I seen with Justin Fields. I hope that can continue, because if it is, Jake, we're going to have ourselves a year. I can tell you that. We're running the ball, and this kid with the pressure coming in the pocket and him still looking downfield, that's huge. If it can continue, we're going to surprise some people.
When it came to Fields, what impressed you the most? Was it just some of the throws he was making, just how efficient he was overall? What stood out in his performance?
The pressure in the pocket, him feeling the pressure in the pocket and keeping his eyes down the field. That's everything in the NFL. His knock is that, he looks at his receiver and then the pressure comes and boom, he goes. And, we didn't see that on Sunday. Let's hope and knock on wood that's going to continue. And I think that's coaching. I think the kid feels comfortable. I talked to a former player this week, and he said to me that when Glenn got the job, he wanted Justin Fields. In his mind, he already wanted Fields, because he coached him. He coached against him. And he told him that you're our guy. You're our guy. And, that confidence level for a pro athlete, anybody in life, when you have confidence, when people believe in you, think about this kid. This kid got thrown into Chicago, like we do with our quarterbacks, right? Like we did with our quarterbacks, and the pressure mounts, and, he didn't have any weapons. He had nothing. Goes to Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's seen something in him, right? And they did want to sign him. So, let's see. Let Jake, we said it last week. Let's hope and pray that the light bulb goes on for this kid. If it does, you have your long-term answer at quarterback and your coach, and that's what you want. All the teams that are are successful in this league, their coach and quarterback are on the same page, and that's where it starts. So we'll see.
The defense struggling the way it did, to me, was so disappointing, especially because I think a lot of guys on that defense actually played pretty well. I thought the D-line at times was outstanding. Jermaine playing, 89% of the snaps in his first game back. That stunned me. Quinnen was awesome. McDonald had a bunch of pressures and had 2 sacks.
McDonald, 54%. Bullshit. He needs to play 75% of the time, 80%. You cannot have Will McDonald on the sideline 46% of the time. What the hell is that? There's no way. You're going to tell me he can't stop the run? The guy's a player. Players make plays. I don't want to hear it. You got Clemens in there as much time as Will McDonald. That's insane. Insane. Did you see it? Samini showed it on his on X, the breakdown of snaps.
31 plays, 55%. Out of 31 out of 56 total plays. Yep,
yeah,
you're right.
Bullshit. That's bullshit. I seen it. I was like, that was the first thing that stuck out at me. I was like, come on, man. Will McDonald's got to play more than that. Will McDonald is a player. Get your players on the field. The best players got to be on the field 75 to 80% of the time. I love they got Quinnen out there playing a lot more than he played, and he still can play more. Okay, he can still play more. Got a little nicked up or something happened there with him. He's out for a few plays, a few series.
Something with his toe. Yeah, I mean, I thought Sauce was great, but the problem was the secondary, right? Brandon Stevens, a brutal game. Michael Carter had a bad game. The safety play was horrible. It was rough.
Yeah, Michael Carter had a bad game. Mike Carter is one of our best players. I love Michael Carter. Chalk it up. I don't know how long you're going to see Tony Adams out there. I think you're going to see that rookie in there sooner than later. Kid Moore from Alabama is going to play eventually. They're just trying to groom him and get him up to speed. He's a rook, so it takes a little time. But I fully expect Moore to be playing in that back in the safety position. Stevens, it's one game. Let's see what happens. He's got to make. We don't get any luck, bro. He falls down on that. It's a pick six.
Game's over.
He falls down. What the fuck? You just go, what is happening? Like, oh boy. It would have been nice to see all those Steeler fans get the hell out of there. Miserable.
What do you think the percentage was of Steelers fans from being there? I've heard mixed things. I've heard some people
50, say. I say we had 50 to 55% of the stadium. We had at least 50. I think probably 55. I would say legitimately it was probably 55, 45. And the Jeff fans that were there, I don't know if you see my Instagram, Fireman Ed 42. I posted a clip on what I felt with Glenn and Fields and about the fan base. And I thought the fan base that was there, they were loud and proud, man. I was very impressed with the fan base. And, like I said on the Instagram, slowly but surely you'll see the fans start coming back. What do you want from the fans? It's 14 years we haven't been in the playoffs. I mean, these people have been suffering, and I understand. I fully get it. But, if you get some success with Glenn and Fields, you're going to see them slowly come back. That's the way it is. But you always have – Jake, you always have in that stadium, we always have 40 to 45,000 diehards. Always. They just show up. It's the way it is. And then you can talk about the other 20 to 30,000. Then you can just, talk about them. Who's coming, who's not, or, There's always going to be visiting teams. I mean, that's the new, it's not like the old days. Nothing's like the old days. Okay, you're never going to have just a packed house with Jeff fans. It's never going to be. And that's in every stadium, basically. There's always 10 to 15% of the other team in most of the stadiums, and then dependent. Steelers, they show up. The Steelers show up. There's always 35, 40% of the Steelers fans in every stadium they go to, because it's a historic, look at their history. So that's why.
There'll be a lot of Bills fans there on Sunday, but hopefully more Jet fans, right? Hopefully people saw that performance and said, I want to go. I want to be there. This team scored a ton of points. There is some momentum, but ultimately they got to win. I mean, you're looking at an 0-2 start, and then you're going on the road to face a playoff team from a year ago in Tampa. I know you and I are both going to be in Tampa, which I'm pumped about, but This
One
is a
game
huge
at a
game
time.
Sunday. Huge.
One game at a time. Forget Tampa. Let's talk about the Bills. And Bills, let's shock the world. Shock the world. Run the ball. Run it down their throat. Have time of possession. When the game's over, have 36 minutes on the clock. Have 36 minutes. Control the line. Don't let that maniac Josh Allen be on the field as long as possible. I mean, that's the key. That's the key, is keeping him off the field. If he's off the field, he can't score points. And, that's always the remedy. I mean, that's what Parcells did. I mean, run the ball down their throat and make them stop the run. And I'm going to tell you something, Jake. This is the kind and gentle world we live in. But, and this goes also for our quarterback and all these quarterbacks. When this RPO comes, you got to hit these guys. Like, Josh Allen needs to get nailed.
You saw TJ Watt nail Justin Fields on one of those RPOs.
Yes. Like, you got to, I'm talking about, these guys don't tee off. Like, he is now a running back. He's no longer a quarterback. He's the running back. Hit him. I mean, lay him out. Like, I just don't get it. I see some of the hits where they could just nail him, and they don't. They don't. They arm tackle. Put your helmet into his chest and nail him. Make him think twice about running. Make him think twice about running. I mean, you listen, this is football. This isn't tiddlywinks. Let's go. Let's go. I mean, I still got one hit left in me, bro. It's the way it is. I mean, it ain't bullshit, and this is the way it is. So, listen, that's what I want to say. I want to see I don't want to see, I'm not talking about hurting a guy. I'm talking about, let them know your presence. Okay, let them know you're there. And, the key to that game is going to be running the ball and have time possession, because they're a really good team. I mean, there's a reason why they're, going for a world championship. They've been knocking on the door. They're one of the favorites. But I can't worry about them. I worry about my team. My team. Let's build on our success from last week, and build and the weaknesses. Let's make them strengths, and let's and hopefully the fan base shows up. I do believe there'll be more. It'll be a little more sided with Jet fans this time. Steelers always, Buffalo's going to show up, but I don't think they'll be like the Steelers. It'll be probably, I don't know. We'll see. 60-40, 65-35, something like that.
Fireman Ed is our guest here in his weekly spot. We're presented by FanDuel Sportsbook. Jets at our 6.5-point underdogs at home. The over-under is set at 45.5. So last week, the over-under was 37.5. So more points are expected to be scored here. And I do think a lot of what the Jets did, at least on the ground, can certainly be sustainable. To me, the biggest thing they have to do if they're going to win this game, they got to turn Josh Allen over. As good as he is against everyone else, against the Jets, he's thrown more turnovers or has had more fumbles than any other opponent. They've won 2 of the last 3 games against him at MetLife. Zach Wilson was the quarterback in 2 of those games. We already talked about the Brandon Stevens drop pick 6 against Rodgers last week. You got to win the turnover battle, and your defense has to create a turnover or 2 if you're going to win this game.
Listen, we didn't have any breaks last week. I mean, Jesus, we couldn't catch a break. I mean, there was picks there and fumble, I mean, you seen what happened with this kid, Gibson. He fumbled the ball. I mean, 10 fumbles in 35 games. You see the statistic. Like, what the hell? That was a no-brainer. You knew he was going. He
shouldn't have been on the team in the first place.
Yeah, I know. But, he was returning kicks because the kid pulled his hamstring. What's his name? No, how do you say his name?
Kene Nwanu.
How is it said?
His first name is Kene. Last name is Nwanu, I believe.
Nwanu. Okay. The kid's a stud. And, of course, he gets his hamstring. So you get the other guy out there. So drive you nuts. Those are part of the game. That's the only time I look at my phone. I go to see who's injured. Because when you're at the game, you don't know. They
don't show it. Yeah, they don't show the replay.
When you're on TV, you can see it. There's everything. It's the only time I go on my goddamn phone. I don't go on my phone otherwise. I go on my phone to see if there's what injuries, what the updates are. That's it. or if it's a controversial call, Other than that, I don't give a rat's ass about the phone. I'm old school. I'm not in on that shit. So I want to watch the game.
Today on the show, we're going to give away a Jets jersey at the end of the stream. So gift memberships for your chance to win. Your choices are, Jet fans: Justin Fields, Breece Hall, Garrett Wilson, Sauce Gardner, Jermaine Johnson, Quinnen Williams, or Quincy Williams. You got 7 options to choose from. So gift your way to enter like Black Gypsy did. He's the first to do it. He's in for 1. Tom D with this $20 super chatter and 5 raffle tickets. He's in for 5. He says, morning, Ed. So, Ed, this fan base is pumped.
Morning,
I already
Tom.
got this super chat from Mr. Flowers, who wrote, glad to see Fireman Ed back on the big screen on Sunday. What were your thoughts on that, Ed? Did it feel like everything was normal with you being back up there?
Yeah. It is what it is, Jake. I'm there. I'm going to be at the games either way. So they decide they want to put me on a screen, they will. And I'm good. Listen, all we want is home field, right? It's all we're trying to do. I mean, the Jet chant is historic and the greatest chant in all of sports. That includes the Eagles, who are phonies. They copied us. The Ravens, now they're copying us. We're just a trendsetter. We're a trendsetter. So, the Jet chant is the Jet chant. And but for me, the defensive chants are more than anything. That's home field. The defensive chants. That's what you want. You want the place going bonkers. Especially on third down. So, it's always an honor to be on a screen. But I don't take that for granted. But it is what it is. It's going to be. It's my 40th year, Jay, doing the Jet chant. 40 years this year. 40. It means I'm old.
And you got a birthday coming up on Friday, and I know that because your birthday is the day after mine. And last year we had the greatest birthday party when they kicked the crap out of New England, and it turned out to be fool's gold that night. But at least we had that night.
Yes, no question about it. I'll actually be down in John Moan Hayes charity golf outing. So the beer, baby.
Plug the beer and where the proceeds go to. Fireman Ed.
I don't think they're making it this year. They didn't get in touch with me, so that's a bummer. But we'll raise money in other ways. I'm trying to get memorabilia and that. If you have any donations you would like to give to John Monet, it'd be greatly appreciated for the charity event next week. So I'll be down there. I've reached out to numerous people to donate something so we can raise some money because he's battling, man. He's out there rehabbing every day. He's out there, Johnny. Every day he's going in the Christopher Reeves Foundation and trying his best to walk again. So I love the kid and trying to raise as much as I can for him. So anyway, that's on my birthday. Maybe I hit a few.
Hopefully you hit him straight. All right.
Always hit him straight, brother. Always hit him straight.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bo C checking in, supporting the community, earning 10 raffle entries. Hit it.
Bo knows football. Bo knows baseball. Bo knows tennis. Bo knows basketball, too.
Bo knows channel memberships.
He does. Thank you for your support, Bo. 10 people are now channel members. The #1 Austrian Jets fan. That's right. We got listeners all over. He gifted a raffle ticket, 1 membership. This one is from Bo. His super chat question, his statement here. Let's get to this. Assuming our offense stays solid and no game-changing turnovers sway our momentum, I see a close game depending on the adjustments made in our secondary and true pressure from our defensive line. Let's go Jets. That to me is the key, right? Turnovers. They lost the game because of 1 turnover by Gibson. There were other plays, sure, but that play by Gibson, Steelers didn't turn it over. The Jets had a catastrophic turnover. Teams that win the turnover battle, they win the overwhelming percentage of the time. In week 1, Ed, 8 of the 9 teams that lost the turnover battle lost their game. So you lose the turnover battle, you're going to probably lose the game.
Yeah, and that's the key. Well, that's why he got rid of Gibson. He's making a statement, which you got to love as a fan. You got to love the fact that he's holding guys accountable. And, we'll see. Listen, we got to have turnovers. You're going to have to you got to make Josh Allen turn the ball over if you're going to win this game. You have to. You got to. You got to make them turn the ball over, and you got to run the ball down their throat. I remember when we had Zach Wilson that one year, and we ran the ball down there. They couldn't stop us. I remember the fourth quarter. We won that game. We beat Allen, and we ran the ball down their throat. I just remember it. It was, whenever you can run it down a team's throat, man, it's disheartening, and it, you're putting your will on them, and so I hope that's the case on Sunday.
Green Gang 365, a diehard Jet fan from the Baltimore area in the raffle now for 5 and gifting 5 memberships.
We're the freaking New York Jets, so we're built for this shit.
Thank you, Green Gang. Jess, one of our 4%ers, she is supporting the show. She's got a raffle ticket. Thank you very much, Jess. And this one is from our guy Dominic, who's helping me out with some social media stuff now, which is why you see the wrench next to his name. Fireman Ed, what was the most rewarding Jets player fan interaction you've gotten to witness?
What was mine? For me? You mean for me?
Yeah, let's do yours. I'm sure that's what he wants.
Interaction.
He told the great Mike Tannenbaum, pep rally story last week. What do you got this week?
Yeah, did he ever answer? Did you ever ask him?
I completely forgot to bring it up. That's my bad.
No big deal. We got plenty of time. Anyway, I don't know. Probably Mark Sanchez. I had a lot of interaction with Mark. Know his family. His father was a captain in L.A. County Fire Department. His brothers, Brandon and Nick, great family. Love Mark. So yeah, I had interactions with Mark different times. I was a big fan of Mark Sanchez. He was underrated. He was underrated. He was much better player than is given credit for. He was especially good in the playoffs. So,
damn right. You teed me up perfectly because a couple things. One, how cool seeing the Jets bring back the flyboy Selly with Fields. Garrett did it as well. Love seeing that.
I loved it.
Yep.
I absolutely love that him and Garrett did that. You're going to see more of the players do that. I believe it's contagious.
John Simpson said in the offseason that he was going to tell the team to bring it back because someone tweeted him about it, and he was true to his word.
John Simpson?
He's the one who got it going.
Oh, good. Yeah, he's one of the leaders. I really like him. What about him going after Ramsey? Loved it.
I had no issue with it. I rather that. Yeah.
Listen, you got to do that. You got to
protect the quarterback.
He should have got the penalty, Ramsey, not Simpson.
Correct.
Ramsey should have got it.
He speared him.
All right, and Simpson going after him. Listen, never knock John Simpson. You pray all your guys go after him. There should have just been one. Should have been all the offensive linemen should have went after him. Everybody, go after him. That's your quarterback. That's my guy. That's my quarterback. That's my quarterback. Like Terrell Owens said, that's my quarterback. If I was on the field, I'd be right.
Yeah.
You could bet your ass I'm protecting Justin Fields. You touch him, you get it.
Amen. Now, speaking of Justin Fields and even Mark Sanchez, for those tuning in, you see the title, you see the thumbnail. Mark Sanchez was on with Colin Cowherd. He was asked about Justin Fields' performance. Here's his theory on why Fields went out there and looked the way he did.
It was a little shocking to me, but if you noticed, did you notice he was wearing 2 gloves?
Oh, I didn't.
I think it was a weather thing. I think there was a little weather pregame, a little thunderstorm or shower or something. But he wears these 2 gloves, and all I could think of, like Peyton Manning wore the 2 gloves, or at least a glove on his throwing hand towards the end of his career to help after his neck surgery with like the sensation in his finger so he could like grip the ball, right, to finish throws. Well, I'm thinking David Carr. I'm thinking Teddy Bridgewater. And then I'm thinking, remember in Forrest Gump when he has those magic shoes? And then he just takes off running and they just like explode and he's now like this fast kid or whatever. Maybe the gloves are that. Maybe they're perfect for Justin Fields. Maybe he just needs to wear 2 gloves all the time because I've never seen him spin it better. It was unbelievable. And dropping balls in the bucket, finding guys when he scrambled. It's the magic gloves.
The magic gloves. Should Fields rock the magic gloves? The 2 gloves against the Bills Sunday, Ed.
Whatever it takes. If that's the case, everybody in the stands will have gloves on.
That's right.
Whoa, it could be a trend. We'll all have gloves.
Everyone's got to wear gloves now to the game.
You gotta
2
have the
gloves.
What company, there's another, endorsement. Let's go. at the
I
club.
love it. Hey, whatever it takes, man. I got one of my listeners. He has to hump a Josh Allen jersey before the game because last year, before the Jets home opener, when they played a division opponent, they played the Patriots at that game I referenced earlier. This happened, and it led to a great performance.
I think that guy I know, right?
So I got Neil going over to L5 where they do the jersey burn to make sure he gets some thrust in to guarantee a win on Sunday. I'm pulling out all the stops to make sure we get this done.
Let's go. I love it. I love it. Whatever it takes, let's get it done. Let's shock the world on Sunday. Let's shock the world. Because if they beat the Bills, there's going to be a lot of people paying attention to the New York Football Jets.
That's right.
The way we want it. The way we want it. Listen, we've been, come on. We're constantly saying it, but it's the truth. I mean, come on, man. We need a break here. Let's go. You know, I'm hoping, like I said on my Instagram, I hope it's Aaron Glenn and Justin Fields. That'd be tremendous. You know, he's a young kid. You know, I love the way he represents himself and represent the fan base well. I love the way Justin Fields is a humble kid. You can see he's a good kid. He's a good kid, and that's who you want representing you. You know, that's your quarterback. That's what you want. You know, Aaron Glenn and him, that'd be awesome, bro. I sign up for that right now. I hope that their success can, you know, just keep going. And you know, maybe this is just the beginning of something big. I'm sure hoping we're all grasping for anything. And you know, it's a long time coming. So I'm praying these two guys, you know, that's the case.
NYC to SRQ. This is our guy, Michael, who says, will Fireman Ed be at the Tampa happy hour at Gas Bar and the tailgate party for the game?
Very well may be. I very well may be.
You're my guest, Ed. I mean, if you want to go, you say the word, we make it happen for you at Gas Bars or our game day tailgate right next to the stadium. We got over 225 Jet fans that have already bought tickets.
I might have to take you up on that. You know, me and my boy Chris Burris. So it's the two of us. We'll be causing havoc down in Tampa.
Gas Bars is free, by the way, everyone.
Let's go. A little havoc in Tampa.
Let's go. We might get Ed in the building. It's going to be wild, and I'm pumped. And this event that everyone sees on the screen there, the Gas Bars Patio Bar and Grill, that is where the Tampa Jets fan club, that's where they watch the games every week. So they pack the place every week watching the Jets, and they're doing the event the night before. We'll have some.
That's the Tampa Bay fan club?
Yep, that's them. And then the tailgate's put together with them and a tailgate company, and you can still get tickets.
I'm gonna have to stop over and see my brethren over there. I'm gonna have to see my brethren.
That's right.
The brothers and sisters.
Hey,
stop by there. We'll stay in touch in Tampa. When you fly in, let me know what's up.
100%.
I'll be flying in Saturday morning from Virginia from John's golf outing on Friday. So, and it was my birthday on Friday.
I mean, we got
your birthday Thursday.
That's right.
Thursday, Friday. That means on Saturday we're gonna have to have a cocktail together. We're gonna have to have a couple of libations, like we used to say in the firehouse. After work, we would have a few libations.
Austrian Jet fan in the house. Pumped for the season. Pumped. We have Fireman Ed on. Absolutely, Austrian Jet fan.
I appreciate all my Austrian Jet fans.
How about a fan from Australia? Hi, Ed. Big fan from down under. Go Jets.
Baby. Oh, baby. My former trainer, my kickboxing trainer, Shannon Friend, is from Australia. A badass. A bad man. He's a bad man from Australia. What did they say? Hey, mate. Hey, mate.
Sean says, thanks to Ed, his brother, and first responders everywhere. Never forget, AG has changed the culture of accountability. The wins will come.
I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate it. The brothers sacrifice their lives, and they do it again. If they were here, they'd do it again. I know they would. So, they're always with me. Always. I mean, you see it. 343, and I got my cross that someone gave me. That's part of the steel from the Trade Center. So, yeah, they were always with me. I mean, I knew a lot of the guys, man. Shit. We played ball together. We fought fires together. We grew up together. That was a crazy ass. It's 24 years later. It seems like yesterday. But they're never forgotten, ever. So.
It's well said. Ed, let's get you out of here with this. Give us a score for Sunday. I know you're going to pick the Jets. How are we getting this done?
I always pick the Jets, my brother. We're going to have to run the ball. You got to run for over 200 yards if you got a chance. That's my opinion. That means that you actually control the line of scrimmage and you control the clock, which means your time of possession. I'd love to see at the end of the game, it's 35 minutes or plus. We got the ball and we win a 24-23 game. The New York Football Jets shock the world. Have Josh Allen turn the ball over 3 times. Oh, baby, that'd be great. Jermaine Johnson just goes completely wild. Him and Will McDonald off the edge. And maybe we'll get a little Quinn and Harrison Phillips in there to join the party. Let's go. You know how Quinn does when he does this.
Oh, yeah.
I love that. Love Quinn. He's such a great Jet. He represents us well. Let's see. Let's go. We'll be there. Jet fans, show up. This team is showing out, man. This is the future, and I think our future is bright. Get a chance. You have the cashews. Show up to MetLife, Jet Life for life, for the next life. Jet Life for the next life. Go Jets.
Ed, bring the energy. I'll talk to you soon. Let's get it done Sunday.
Absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, Fireman Ed in his weekly spot. Hell yeah, great spot with Ed. I love the optimism. This is a big one Sunday. No one's going to pick the Jets besides Jet fans. That doesn't mean they can't win. They've beaten this team before. It's early in the year. Ed Oliver could potentially be out for Buffalo. It's a big loss for their defense. Now, I do want to talk about something I mentioned yesterday. I'm not going to panic yet, but Sauce Gardner practiced fully Wednesday, and then in the latest injury report yesterday, they listed him as limited, which to me kind of feels like that could reference the fact that he injured himself in practice yesterday, right? They say he had a groin thing. So let's see if he practices today. If he does, then it's just precautionary. It's not a big deal. But when you go from full participant to limited, that tells me that something happened in practice. So let's see what the deal is with Sauce. That'd be a huge blow if he's not out there, because look how bad the secondary was, even with him having a really good game last week. And the Bills don't have a number 1 wide receiver, right? So you're not going to have Sauce shadow anyone. I think at times you might even put him on one of the Bills' tight ends, because their offense is very tight end dependent too. So we'll see. I wouldn't be concerned too badly. I think if it was serious, it would have been reported, but something to watch today with Sauce. Also, something to watch with Josh Reynolds, who's also on the injury report. Because Josh Reynolds, if he can't play with his hamstring, he didn't practice, that means Allen Lazard would play. But we shall see. How about Charles Kim checking in? Says, I'm a Justin Fields fan living in Seoul, South Korea. Fireman Ed is really famous even in the South Korean community. That's awesome. I mean, Ed's one of the faces of NFL fandom, right? Think about it. The Jets don't have a mascot. Ed kind of represents the unofficial team mascot in a sense. They showed him on TV again on CBS for the broadcast. They always find him. Been doing it for 40 years. Hit the like button, comments, questions, your super chats, cut the line. Reminder, our raffle is Tuesday. If you enter for a daily raffle, you're automatically qualified for our weekly prizes, which feature Justin Fields signed jersey, Tremaine Johnson signed jersey, and a Sauce Gardner signed jersey. Simon says, I'm getting married today, Jake. Hey, now. Congrats, Simon. Nice job doing it on a Friday. You don't have to worry about football ruining the wedding. That's awesome. Good luck. Congratulations. And I wish you and your fiance, soon to be wife, a lifetime of happiness. Also, let me plug the radio show. Sunday, Mike Tannenbaum are back for our second show together. I'm on the radio from 8 to noon. Jet fans, please call in. 800-919 ESPN. A bunch of Asmaniacs called in, which was great on the first show. I'm solo from 8 to 9. And then Mike joins us for the last 3 hours of the show, 9 to noon. Black Gypsy says, if it's a shootout game, we lose. Our defense has to play a lot better this Sunday. No soft zones with late reaction and not being there spots. Well, you can't have coverage breakdowns against this quarterback. You can't do it. You're not going to win. Ladies and gentlemen, shout out to Rick Kent. He gifted 5 channel memberships.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Rick. Looking forward to seeing Rick in Tampa. There are so many Jet fans coming. I think we might have 300 Asmaniacs at this event on Saturday night. Rebecca says Garrett Wilson is a non-factor. You don't throw deep on the Bills. He's not a non-factor. He's your number one playmaker. Garrett Wilson could beat you on slants. He could beat you on out routes. He could beat you in the screen game. Just because he might not be able to score a deep touchdown, which I don't know, by the way. What is that based on? The Bills don't exactly have this great secondary. Have you seen the Buffalo Bills defense, what they just allowed Baltimore to do? The Buffalo Bills, they have major questions on defense. They're built to outscore people because they have Josh Allen. Their defense, though, Tre'Davious White is not good. They're starting a rookie in Dorian Strong. I mean, Christian Benford's really good, but after that, Cole Bishop is very inexperienced. DeMar Hamlin's not that good. We just know him because of, obviously, the near tragic situation with him. Taylor Rapp is okay. You can make plays against the secondary and their defensive line without Ed Oliver. I mean, Joey Bosa is really good still, but I feel good about Armand Membu and Olu. They just went up against one of the best edge combos in the league, and Membu was amazing. The other players on the line for the Bills, I mean, they're playing a lot of rookies. TJ Sanders, Deion Walker, these guys are rookies playing a lot of snaps. They're a good team, and they're well coached with McDermott on that side of the ball for sure. But I think the Jets, if Fields is the real deal, I think they could be in this game. And I think, obviously, the key is running the ball again, which they should be able to do with Brees in this offensive line. I think this is a close game. I think the Jets will play them tight. Charles Kim in the house. I'm assuming that this is the equivalent of what a $10 super chat would be because of the color. But I don't know the currency in South Korea. But thank you very much, Charles. He says, Jake, thanks for reading my message. There are really only a few Koreans who are Fields or Jets fans, but I'll hype things up and rally some more Jet fans. I'll tell you what, Charles. If the NFL ever does a Jets game in South Korea, I'll be there. All right? That's awesome, man. Thanks for watching the show. And what time is it in South Korea right now? It's 10:43 a.m. here. That's crazy, man. Thanks for your support. We've had people call from all over the globe, super chat from all over the globe. Amazing. Dave Brigga says, Beast, I'm getting a package prepared for you before I leave for Florida for the Tampa game. What could be in such a package? Let's see. KJ says non-factor. Their secondaries. Yeah, exactly. Garrett will be a big factor if they're going to win this game. 100%. All right, let's do some of your calls. Comments, questions, super chats. They cut the line. The hotline link is pinned for anyone who wants to call into the show. By the way, it's 11:43 p.m. in South Korea. So thank you to Charles for that update. Let's get to some calls, shall we? First up today is Ethan, who starts us off. What's up, Ethan?
What's up, man?
First-time caller?
Huh?
First-time caller?
Yeah, I am actually.
Hey.
I just literally got into the live right now. I saw the title. So I like Sanchez as like an analyst, but I don't like the analyst that he gave out the gloves because Fields didn't even use gloves in the second half.
That is true.
It made no sense to me.
I think he was just kidding, to be honest, but I thought it was funny.
I couldn't tell, but like I always saw like a clip of it and I was like what's that about? Like I get it, like yeah, like two gloves, like whatever, but that had nothing to do with him at all.
Maybe it gave him some confidence though, and it carried over even without wearing both of them in the second half.
It could have, but I don't think he'll wear them like unless it's bad weather.
Are the Jets going to win Sunday, Ethan?
I'm so back and forth. I don't think they're going to win, but I can't tell if they're going to cover or not. Because I think they're going to run the ball really well. But I don't know. I'm saying no, though. But I think it's going to be close.
I love it. How long have you been watching the show?
Been watching for, like, probably since Rodgers got here.
All right. And a first-time caller, what inspired you on this Friday, Ethan?
I'm at work right now. I'm on my lunch break. Jumped in the chat. I was like, I might as well try to call.
I love it. We'll call back more, all right? You got 2 raffle tickets you earned.
All right. Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
I hear like fart noises in the background. Is that you?
Mm-mm. No, it's probably my phone. I'm getting notifications.
Oh, it sounds like it's like a real fart.
Nah.
Like that's the sound it's making.
Nah.
Hey, man, we allow farts on the show. I mean, Charles Gorman's got a cottage, he's made a cottage industry out of it.
Yeah, man, not me, but.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. Appreciate the call. Excellent job. And call back again, Ethan.
All right. Sounds good, man. See ya.
I was like, is he farting? I couldn't be the other one that heard that, right? Good first call for Ethan, though. Well done. More calls. Gustbuster Umbrella Hotline. That's how you get on the show. It's pinned in the comment section. Reminder, we're giving away a Jets jersey at the end of the stream, so gift a membership if you want in. Let's say hello to Mad Max.
What do you guys' opinion on me doing a backflip through this orange wall? What's up, guys? Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
So, I think the Jets are going to win. You know, it's going to be a very close game. You know, I saw the Bills on Sunday Night Football. Their defense was horrible. Like, honestly, they allowed 40 points to the Ravens, so I feel like it'll be a very close game. I'd say like 30 to 24. That's my score.
30 to 24.
Yes. We put 32 points on the Steelers, who's like a playoff team. So and the Bills defense is horrible. Like honestly, they allowed the Ravens 40 points in the week 1 game. And I understand they have Lamar Jackson, but seriously, you allow 40 points to the Ravens, like their defense is not good. Like I agree with you, Terrell. Like the Poyer, like Terrell Evans is not good. I mean, they don't have at Oliver in the game. Joey Bosa is decent, but their secondary is horrible in my opinion. The Bills, so I think it'll be like a close game.
Now, Max, what are your thoughts on your 10 catches for 100 yards Arian Smith prediction that didn't happen?
That was probably the worst take I've ever had. You know,
how many catches did he finish with?
Arian Smith wasn't even in the game, so
he was only 10 catches and 100 yards away from your prediction.
Yeah, but. I think we need to start using Arian Smith more in the receiving game, but he was a really good returner. He was better than Gibson. I'm glad that Glenn cut him because, you know, people, and I saw on TikTok, like, Glenn made the wrong decision after one mistake. No, bro, he's like 27 fumbles in 36 games. Like, he's like a fumbler. He fumbles all the time.
Now, Max, what is the latest with you at school? Can you give us an update on college life?
I was at the Phillies game yesterday. Crazy game. They played the Mets. Phillies beat the Mets like 6-4. The Mets are up like 4-0. So for all your New Yorkers, probably a bad day for you guys after the Mets lost to the Phillies.
Not me. I'm a Yankee fan, and the Yankees won.
I mean, Yankees won 9-3. You know, I mean, it was probably better than the other day because they allowed like 12 runs to the Tigers.
Hey, Mad Max, what are your thoughts on being ranked number 8 in the August power rankings?
That'll be good. Next month, September, I'll probably be number 2.
You think so?
Yes, sir.
Well, you got to call a lot to be that high.
I'm just him.
Your call's got to be memorable.
Okay.
What are you going to bring to the table?
I'm gonna bring more of my hot takes. On every game day prediction. All my game day predictions.
Is Arian Smith going to have 10 catches for 100 yards this
No
week?
way. He's gonna have let's do 3-4 catches. 3-4 catches for 3-4 catches for 40 yards.
So you went from 10 catches and 100 yards to 3 catches for 40 yards?
3 catches and let's do 4 catches and 45 yards.
Okay, 4 catches.
Yeah. So and then Justin Fields is gonna have let's say 1 passing touchdown and let's say 2 rushing touchdowns.
Now, Max, what is on the agenda this weekend as a college student?
Oh man, I'm in the bowling club, and then I'm keeping myself busy. I'm so busy. I was at the Phillies game yesterday. I have a bowling club thing today. I'm so busy, and I was a college student. I'm keeping myself busy.
Bowling club? Where is bowling club at night?
Yeah, 4 to 7 tonight.
4 to 7, nice.
Yeah,
you guys get the drink.
Let's hope I play good today. let's hope I play good today, Jake Asman.
Do you guys get the drink during that? How does that work?
Oh no. We don't get drinks. We have water. We just bowl. We'll bowl 3 rounds and stuff.
What about is it a bowling team or
bowling league? But it's more for fun and stuff. It's a bowling league for fun.
Nice.
And then for Sunday, how about them Jets?
How about the Jets?
How about them Jets? We're gonna win. We're gonna win. We're gonna win. That's just my hot take.
I don't think it's that hot of a take. You're a Jet fan. You thought Arian Smith was going to have 10 catches last week.
The Bills are also crap on defense. That's just my thoughts. Peace out, guys.
Do you use bumpers, Max?
Nah.
No? What's your average bowling score?
Let's say usually it's 110, 120, but I'm going to do good today. I'm going to try to get at least 125 today, 130. I'll be good. I want to bowl good today, honestly.
What color is your bowling ball?
I don't have a main color. I just use whatever bowling ball they have at the alley. Everyone's oh, I get a bowling ball, bro. But I don't bowl as much in the summer, so today's my first time bowling since the summer. So it'll be fun.
How many pounds is your bowling ball?
I don't know the exact. I'd say 100. I don't have an exact number. I don't have an exact number. I don't have exact poundage. I don't even know.
If you get me the exact
I usually use 8 to 10. I usually use an 8 to 10 pound ball usually.
Max, I want to send you a Jake Asman Show bowling ball and sponsor you as our official bowler.
Sounds good. That'd be a good sponsor.
Well, you got to give me the information. I don't know what type of bowling ball you use.
I use a 10. I'll use a 10 pound ball. Just use 10 pound. Get me a green one, and then because it's the Jets, give me a 10 ball. 10 pound.
It better be green.
Yeah, it better be green. Because it's the Jets.
Now, do they call you Mad Max on this team?
No, they never do.
Really?
No, they never call me Mad Max. Good nickname, though, honestly, Jake. Very good nickname.
You're welcome, Mad Max.
So I think at the end of the game, hopefully the Jets win. That's just my thoughts on it.
Hey, Amanda wants to go bowling with you. Any interest?
Amanda, honestly, just come down the road. I'll treat you to some dances.
Where are you taking us, Mad Max?
Oh man, I'm just picking my laundry right now.
Really?
Yeah. Because I'm busy for the rest of the day. So I'm just.
Yes, you have to bowl from 4 to 7.
Yeah, because I have the bowl. I'm picking up shit right now.
What about class? When does that happen?
Monday to Thursdays usually.
Oh, so you have no class today?
No class on Friday. I've had it since freshman year. Since my first semester, I've never had a Friday class, so it's crazy.
It's only 11 a.m. though. What you have till 4? What else are you doing today?
I'm just like, well, I'm gonna do some cardio, get some cardio in. You gotta, because I've been hitting the gym lately, so get some cardio in.
Cardio?
Yeah.
Are you gonna drink some pre-workout?
I don't usually drink pre-workout. Like not my thing. Not my type of thing.
What are you majoring, Max?
Sports communication media.
Looks like it's a beautiful day there, Max.
I know, beautiful. It's like 80 degrees out. It's like 80 degrees.
Hey, spread the word about the show to people you encounter on your walk.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good, Jake.
Rick Kent says you need to eat a sandwich. Oh, he's gone. He just left. Man, I was enjoying my conversation with Mad Max. He's one of the greats. I feel pretty comfortable saying this. We will see him in March. That's a guy that could go on a run and has Maniac Madness this year. 100%. Some super chats, then right back to the calls. The big fella's in the house. He's in the raffle for 2. With all the talk about gloves, I hope the Jets equipment manager does something about the Jets cleats. I'm sick of seeing our players slipping every game. Also, rewind and watch Max at 2 times speed. Insane. Max drinks like 3 Red Bulls before he calls in. As far as the players slipping, I'm with you. It was a huge problem. Now, I don't know what the weather is off the top of my head for Sunday. I don't think it's supposed to rain, though, but it's the Jets, and it usually always does rain. But right now, I'm seeing like 80-something degrees and sunny for Sunday. So we should have some outstanding weather for this game, which is well-deserved for the season ticket holders, man, because the amount of rain games the Jets have played the last couple of years, it's an abomination. Tom Brady checks in. This is 6 rings. Bought a rival jersey, but it has to be stitched. The heat press one's definitely a huge step down. Let me say this on behalf of every single person that is watching my program.
Nobody gives a shit.
Thank you, 6 rings. More calls, shall we? Let's say hi to Bradley, who's next. Hey, Bradley.
Howdy, how are you doing?
What's up, Bradley? Are you a first-timer as well?
I am. Yeah,
Welcome
I've been
aboard.
listening for a while, but it's the first time calling in. I got motivated by Ethan there.
I love it. Well, I appreciate you calling in. Where are you calling us from?
Like the east coast of Florida. No one knows where it is, but it's where they shoot the rockets off at.
All right. You come to Tampa?
I am.
Nice.
I don't have tickets yet, but they play 3 games in Florida. They play at Jacksonville, at Miami, and at Tampa. So I'm gonna try to go to all 3.
Nice. Hopefully I'll meet you next week then. Come to the party on Saturday or the tailgate.
That sounds good. Yeah, I'm hoping I get off work that night at 11, and I think I'm just gonna drive up there, and hopefully it's a good game. The only 2 games I'm stopping myself from going to New York for these games. I flew up for Thursday night against the Jags. My best friend's a Jags fan. We flew up there for that game. That was the worst experience of my life, maybe. And then we came up for the Monday night opener against the Bills. So I think we're just going to stick to the games around Florida for a little bit here.
Yeah, I think the fan base appreciates that.
Of course, yeah, it was bad omen, I guess. But yeah, I'm excited for this game coming up this weekend for sure.
Do you think they're going to win?
I wouldn't bet on it, but I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think it's like insane odds they're going to, lose this game. I think they have a good chance to win it. I'm kind of more excited for this game than the Steelers game because I felt like the Steelers game I didn't have any expectations for the season. I still don't, but I feel like if they can win this Bills game, they can actually get something rolling for this season, like something where we could be like, okay, we could build something, actually win some games this year. I think they could win it. I'm not going to bet on it, but I think they could win it.
Well, they definitely can win it. It's just a matter of will they. I don't want any moral victory nonsense. You either win or you don't. You can't be 0-2.
I need one of the next 2 for sure. Like that's if you want to keep the fan base, I think, because it gets rowdy. You got to get one of the next 2.
Well, if you want to believe this season could be something like starting 0-3, like
Yeah, that's it.
It's tough to feel like you're gonna be a playoff team when you're already dug an 0-3 start.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a tough start of the year for sure, but you can't make excuses. Got to go out and win them.
Well, Bradley, I appreciate you calling in, man. Good
Of
first
course.
call. Call back more, all right?
All right. You have a good rest of your day.
You too, Bradley. You're in the raffle for 2. All first-time callers, you earn 2 raffle tickets, which are good for a daily raffle. Like today, I'm giving away a Jets jersey. We don't have a lot of entries right now. So if you get the membership, you're in for a chance to win a Fields, Brees, Wilson, Sauce, Jermaine, Quinnen, or Quincy jersey. And Tuesday, you automatically are qualified to either win a signed Sauce, JJ, or Fields jersey. So we're stepping up our prizes all season long. I've been doing weekly raffles since the first week of December. This is our 40th weekly raffle. We've done a daily raffle prize on 99% of shows since the middle of July. Started as like a little listener appreciation because the only true people watching Jets content in July are the diehards. And we've been rolling with it ever since. So thanks to everyone who supports the channel to make it possible. More calls right now. Jetaholic is next. Hey, Jetaholic.
What's up, Jake? Happy Friday.
Happy Football Friday, baby.
Yes, sir. During the week, I swear, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday kind of suck, when there's no football. I mean, yeah, there's a little bit of college football on Friday, but those days, it's like, man, what do I even do with myself? You know what I mean?
The game last night stunk. I had the Packers. I gave that bet out on the show yesterday with DT, but it wasn't a good game.
No, and it kind of seems like Daniels is having that sophomore slump, kind of like Stroud did.
I'll give him a break. The Packers defense is really good, short week, but he hasn't played great for 2 straight games. They're 1-1, and it's more so because the Giants are just worse that they got that first one.
Yeah, no, that's true. But anyways, like you were saying with the weather, I really wish they would put a retractable roof on MetLife just because so many of our games are rainy and crappy weather. Is that something they could add on to the stadium, or are we way past the point of that?
Yeah, I don't see it. I feel like that would be something they would have done by now if it was ever going to happen.
I just think it would be a good idea. If we're actually good and it's snowing and you want to play with the elements, fine. But early on in the year, nobody wants to sit there in the rain. I'm so glad the weather worked out last week because I was there. But last year I was at the Denver game and that was just miserable all around.
That was arguably the worst game ever.
Yeah, it wasn't fun. But anyway, so I've said before, half my family's Steeler fans. They've all been talking shit, and then in specific, my girlfriend's brother, he's one of those fans that cares more about talking shit than he does the actual result. And to me, you're not a real fan if you're like that, but that's how he is. And he's talking about the Steelers going to the Super Bowl and all this. I'm like, all right, let's relax. You beat the Jets. Let's relax a little bit. You know what I mean?
Look, ultimately you got to win games. That's it. The Jets can't talk any crap. We as fans can't talk any crap. No one's going to be moral victories. Yeah, win the football games, man. That's it.
No, I know. I understand that. It's just this. I mean, obviously the Steelers fans can talk shit to us, but at the same time, they haven't won a playoff game in 10 years. So, they're not exactly world beaters either.
Yeah, 100%. Look, but they're the Steelers. They have a winning record every year. They're good. They're in the playoffs every year. They won Super Bowls, so it is what it is.
There's no denying that for sure. And then I'm so glad we cut Gibson. I really think, like you guys were saying, Glenn did the right thing, talking accountability and actually going through with it. It's the first time we've seen that in a long time. And then as far as the game this weekend, I really think we need to control the time of possession, keep the Bills offense off the field for as long as possible, which we're going to have to convert a lot of third downs, hopefully 3rd and short, put the ball in the end zone. We can't be settling for field goals. The defense needs to play better. And if we can at least force 1 turnover, I think we have a shot. I'm not confident we're going to win. I think it'll be close, but knowing the Jets will probably lose another heartbreaker. But we're definitely capable of pulling off the upset, and I would love to see that because I can't stand the Bills and their fans. The Bills fans and the Eagles fans are probably the 2 worst fan bases in sports, if we're being honest.
I can't stand Bills fans, Patriots fans, Dolphins fans, but there's a special spot of hate I have for the Buffalo Bills fans. They're the worst.
Yeah,
terrible.
They're crazy.
As far as
people. Yeah, they treat you like crap. one of my first ever Jets games was in Buffalo, and I was a teenager, and it was when we had Sanchez, and there's like 40, 50-year-old guys yelling at me and my cousin, who's also a Jets fan, yelling Sanchez sucks, Sanchez swallows, all this kinds of crap. And then the Jets won, and they tried to fight us after the game. Like, you're 40 years old trying to fight a teenager because they lost. Like, they were even bad. Their fans were bad when the Bills sucked. Now it's multiplied by 1,000 that they're good.
Yeah, I've told the story a couple times this week, Jetaholic, on my experience going to a Bills-Jets game in 2016. Never again. The worst. They are the worst fans. I will never go back, ever. I will root for them to never win a Super Bowl. That's why when we had Jet fans last year, shame on you if you're one of them. You're a disgrace. If you were a Jet fan that was rooting for the Buffalo Bills against the Chiefs in the AFC Championship game last year, oh, I'm tired of the Chiefs. I don't want to see Taylor. Whatever bullshit reason was that you were rooting for you were rooting for the Buffalo Bills to get to a Super Bowl. Oh, but then, Jake, they could lose again. Or they could win. And then the one thing you have as a Jet fan over the Bills is gone, that they've never won a Super Bowl. If you were a Jet fan that actually rooted for Buffalo to win last year against the Chiefs, you have a screw loose. I can't stand the Bills. I hope they never win. And the idea of actually allowing them to get to a Super Bowl where they're 60 minutes from a championship, no. They're probably going to win one at some point because their quarterback is that damn good. But let's hope it's Dan Marino or Jim Kelly all over again. But if you were a Jet fan last year that actually rooted for the goddamn Buffalo Bills, you're out of your mind. That drove me nuts last year. I don't care if people are sick of the Chiefs. They're the lesser of two evils. They don't hurt the Jets. We don't play them every year. Who cares? And honestly, the Chiefs winning hurts the legacy of the Patriots. Hurts the legacy of Belichick and Brady as the greatest to ever do it, right? Then Andy Reid and Mahomes could get in the conversation. I'd rather it go to them than Brady and Belichick in our own division. Screw them. So I never understood that. I rooted for the Eagles in the Super Bowl. It's not like I loved the Chiefs, but it was like, are you kidding me? Why would you ever root for the Bills to get to a Super Bowl? Well, but Jake, they'll lose in the Super Bowl. Or maybe they'll win. And then what? Eventually, the Red Sox broke the curse. So eventually, it could happen. Don't give them extra opportunities. Mark checks in. He's in the raffle for 2. Does FanDuel have odds on who Brick Johnson will give the game ball to after our first win? They do not, but they have odds on pretty much everything else. So check it out. In fact, I was going to share this with Nick Faria on our second show today, but for those still watching, I'll give you guys a same-game parlay I put together on FanDuel for the Jets and the Buffalo Bills. It's Breece Hall themed. I think he has a really good day. I like the odds on this. Breece Hall over 18.5 receiving yards and Breece Hall anytime touchdown. Plus 257. Now, last week, we played Breece Hall over 19.5 receiving yards, and that hit in the first quarter. This week, I'm going back to the well, and I'm throwing in an anytime touchdown. We had a Braylon Allen touchdown last week. We had 2 Fields touchdowns last week. We had a Garrett Wilson touchdown last week. I feel like Breece is going to find the end zone. So I like this bet here. It's $10 to win $26. And I think it's pretty good value. So check it out. Go to FanDuel if you want to place the same bet or make your own parlay. More calls right now. Ladies and gentlemen, Nick Shine is on the line. Hello, Nick.
Good morning, sir. I'm glad you talked about the bet because I didn't want you bringing me in while you were hot talking about the Bills there. So very good segue to de-escalate yourself. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
So I got a little, I made my debut as the Jake Asman Show producer with the draft party. Little programming note for you. I just spoke to Matt O'Leary. We're going to flip days next week because Nicky goes for his driver's test on Wednesday. So I won't be available Wednesday morning. The boy's turning 17, so Matt will be there for me. And I'll take his day next week.
Wow, like the old switcheroo.
Oh, no stress on you, Jake. That's what I do.
I like it. I
try to make your life easier, my friend.
That works.
Yeah, man. Anyone who rooted for the Bills in any capacity, what's wrong with you?
Come on, man. They're a division opponent.
You never want to see your division opponent succeed. You take out a division 10 times out of 10. I don't care who it is, what records are on the line. You never root for your biggest foe to succeed. I don't even know what happened in the 2004 World Series after the Yankees blew the lead against Boston. So I never watched the pitch. Because in my mind, if I didn't watch it, it never happened. You don't root for them in any. Now you're getting me hot. Damn it.
Well, I just remember it was like an actual talking point. Like Jet fans rooting for the. I'm like, are you nuts? Yeah. Like, give me a break.
I despise the Chiefs, but they're out of division. I'll take the other 28 teams in the NFL before I take anyone in the East. That's a no-brainer. That's a given. You should revoke your man card if you're doing that. So this game, we match up well in several areas, right? I believe that's how. I believe that, Josh Allen obviously is the difference maker. I think the defense will be better this week, Jake. I think the pressure, Jermaine Johnson, as I said the other day, is one of my shining stars. If he can get to that level and get to the quarterback consistently with Will and with Q, you're looking at a ferocious pass rush, man.
Look, I think that's the key. Nick, we're losing your audio with something with your phone there. We lost you. But I agree with your point. I mean, I think for the Jets to win, it's a lot of what they did last week, but catch the ball if it hits you in the hands. They have to force turnovers in this game. They have to. I think the Jets match up well as far as them being able to move the ball again. I have major questions about this defense, and hopefully Sauce is fine, and that calf or the groin thing is not a huge deal. Couple memberships. Dominic gifting a channel membership. Rick gifting a channel membership. Ethan gifting a channel membership. All three in the raffle. Go back to Nick Shine and hope that his call can continue. Nick?
Sorry. I had a phone call come in. I declined it, but I guess I cut the audio out.
For those calling in from the phone, put your phone on Do Not Disturb before you call in, and that will prevent that from happening.
Oh, I'm going to need you to show me how to do that. I'm old man interneting here.
You go like this, all right? Right here, you go that, and then, hold on. You go in the settings right over there, and then there's a Do Not Disturb button that you can hit.
All right. Thank you. Shout out to Jake Asman. I'm helping you with show production. You're helping me with life production. I appreciate it. So, as I was saying, if this pass rush with JJ, he can get up to that level where we all want him to get to, and with Q and Will, we're bringing pressure consistently, and now you're adding in blitzes and extra guys and free runners, and we fixed the communication on the back end. We're gonna get home a lot. And the main thing for me is the same thing with Rodgers last week. Take away the hot reads. We know they're going to sprint Cook out to the flat. We know they're going to hit the tight ends. If we can eliminate the hot reads and allow this pass rush an extra half a second or full second to get home, we're going to be in a really good situation. I know we don't beat them all the time, but we match up really well with them. When you can run the ball, keep Josh Allen on the sideline, and eliminate the amount of time your defense is out there, you can be fresh late in the game. When we've beaten them, it's been low scoring. We've had that ability to get home late in the game, put pressure on Josh, and end the game. So Justin Fields, Tanner Engstrand and company, put a good game plan together, control the clock, move it 10 yards at a clip, and finish with touchdowns. Jake, we're going to win this game, brother, and I can't wait.
Inject it into my veins, Nick Shine. Let's go.
We're the freaking New York Jets, so we're built for this shit.
Nick Shine will be with us, apparently, on Thursday this upcoming week. And Matt O'Leary will be with us on Wednesday. Breaking news to me. All right, on that note, we still got some people on the line here. We got some legends on the line. Let's keep your calls rolling. And let's say hello to a man who is loved, respected, and sometimes even feared.
Hi, how are you? Bruce Hall. That's good. Hi, Jake.
Hey, Lane.
Good morning. So I want to talk about. So, how do you feel about the Giants this week?
I don't care about them.
I mean, I think that they'll win. On the other hand,
I don't.
How do you feel about the Jets? You think they'll win on Sunday?
More confident they have a chance to win than the Giants, but
yeah,
I think it's tough to pick the Jets. I think they can make it close though, and if it's close in the fourth quarter, you got a chance.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think that you start like Brooks or Ferguson or CJ Mosley or Fields.
You think they
there's a
should
lot of other
start?
players.
Did you say DeBrickashaw Ferguson?
Yeah, do you remember him?
I do. He's retired.
Yeah, he played well in 1998, actually.
Actually, he
And
played
so
well
does
from
Sanchez,
2006 to
but you
2000.
remember
Okay.
when they used to boo Aaron Sanchez every time? He used to say the S word always, like suckers.
Man, you've had a lot of interesting takes. This one is fascinating.
Yeah, and on more news is, well, I mean, you play I know you're gonna they're playing the Bills on Sunday. Do I think they're going? I don't know. I mean, that's a hard question to figure out. I mean, they might, but it depends on who they play, like who's on the Bills and their coach. They have a lot of players.
Jim Kelly.
Yeah. Honestly, if he plays well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I hope they're gonna win because I mean, I'm gonna watch it again. So hopefully they could at least pull this one out to make it 1-1 on the season.
Wayne, do you think Bill Parcells will have a good game plan against Marv Levy's team?
Bill Parcells? I don't know. I think that. I mean, I heard about the game on Thursday night.
You think Aaron Glenn should cover Andre Reed?
Yeah, yeah, I think. Because I think that he's a good coach. That Aaron Glenn used to be a player. But yeah, I mean, do I think he'll do well? I don't know. I mean, I would like to see him do good, actually. Look what I have. Look at this. Does this look like they should sell these in the store? Me
They
as
are in the store.
As Anchorman.
Yeah, show it up. Hold it up for the fans.
Look at this. Any more sillier than this?
I have a coffee
I'm on
mug.
air. Look,
yeah,
this is what I used to look. Look how thin I got from all the stress I've had.
You look great.
Look like Bobby Midnight now. He's thin down too.
Hey, Lane,
yeah, I haven't called into stuff for a while.
Lane, question for you about the game plan for Sunday. Do you think the Jets defense could stop O.J. Simpson on the ground?
Oh, O.J. Simpson? Probably. I mean, they're going to have to see where he starts, though. If you have to start, out, because QB.
Hey, who covers Steve Tasker, by the way?
Else. Yeah. On the other hand, yeah, I mean, you have to have either QB start for the Jets or maybe a running back.
I'm worried OJ might kill our defense.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I think honestly, I don't know if you should have him start. Yeah, I know he was killed. Who wrote that? It's not appropriate.
And you think Membo could block Bruce Smith?
Membo? I think, yeah, if you have him play, he'll probably go out and play well. Because he was out of college that they drafted him. Yeah.
Hey, who wears better gloves, Justin Fields or O.J. Simpson?
Do you remember that case when he had the gloves on in court?
I do.
He was guilty for killing his wife.
Well, he actually was found not guilty.
Yeah, I know his face. He was like, I'm happy he was found not. Then 3 years later, it was redone before he died. He played actually on football, actually, believe it or not, when he was younger.
Yes.
What team did he play on?
The Bills.
So, anyway, how do you feel about the Yankees? You think they'll make it to the playoffs?
I think they'll make the playoffs, yes.
I don't know about the Mets, honestly. They lost 6 games in a row to the Phillies.
I think they're
That's
on
like
their
a
way
record
to a
for
worse collapse than 2007 lane.
You remember 2007? They collapsed.
I do.
Honestly, they should have beaten the Cardinals in the playoffs in 2006. You know, I thought they were going to win, and he just struck out a Carlos Beltran. You know, and I couldn't believe it. I thought he was going to get a hit, at least tie it, and we have 1-0. But honestly, I think that I have to stay with the Jets in the meantime. Yeah, it'd be great if they won. It's probably going to be crowded though. And hearing the weather's going to be nice on Sunday, so it'll probably be very crowded.
Are you going to
Yeah.
go?
Okay. So, yeah, it's supposed to be warm on Sunday, actually.
Enjoy the nice weather, Lane.
Yeah. Okay. Oh. Okay. So yeah, thank you for taking my call.
Anytime, Lane. Great call.
Thank you.
Hi. Sorry, everybody. See you next call when we talk about sports again.
Excellence from Lane there. Look, do I think the Jets could slow down the Jim Kelly offense? Maybe, but Belichick's got to put together a hell of a game plan with Parcells if we're going to win this one. Papa Jet, Super Chat, cuts the line in the raffle for 2. Jake, what makes Buffalo not being able to beat Kansas City in the playoffs even sweeter is Buffalo made the trade with Kansas City that gave them Mahomes, LOL. Yeah. I love that. Great point, Papa. Spot on. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not sitting here telling you I love the Chiefs by any means, but if you rooted for the Bills to beat them, you're not a Jet fan, in my opinion. You're not a real Jet fan. Makes no sense. Nate says, Jake, thanks for helping me out this morning. Take this as my first payment for the cruise and give my raffle tickets to Carly. Ladies and gentlemen, your simp of the day, Nate. Nate, you're welcome. I had to rip down some signs near my apartment for Nate's production job he has. Because Nate was too lazy to do it himself. So he's lucky he has a friend like me. More of your calls. Some legends are on the line, as I mentioned. Ladies and gentlemen, Chef Kev is in the house. What's up, Chef Kevin?
Jake, man, good morning, man. Thanks for having me on your platform, man. Congrats on 42K. That's huge, man. Great milestone. I know
We're growing now, too. It's great because the season's back. I gained 100 subs in 4 days because things are happening.
Let's go, man. Let's go. You put in the work, man. Last week's post game, man, it was great. You heard the Jet fans pissed off. You heard the positive stuff. Regardless of how you felt, man, we came together as a community. Healed up some wounds or whatever, and now it's on to week 2. I'm feeling better about going into the Bills game than I did about Pittsburgh, just because of the offense. I didn't think the offense was really going to click like how they did, but the line, man, with what Membu did with WAP, I don't think we're going to have an issue, man, on that side playing against the Bills, man. So maybe we can hopefully see some more stuff going to the right side, because a lot of the stuff is going to the left. So, just off of that, my X factor, man, if the line could really hold up, man, Brees, man, let Brees really just kind of get loose. It felt like a couple of the plays, man, where he just needed one more cut, just stay on your feet, and he could have broke it loose, man. That's what I'm really hoping for. The defense, I can't see them having back-to-back games like how they did those poor performances, man. I really feel like Stevens, this is it, man. If you don't really step it up, like you already saw with Gibson, man, if you don't step it up, you might be, not saying that he's not going to be on the team anymore, but there might be some changes with him where he's not going to see the field as much. And it's really about production, man, because the D-line, they did what they had to do, man. And they did a really good job going after the quarterback and getting those sacks, man. Very, very impressive, man. But it's the linebackers need to see a little bit more aggression out of Quincy, out of Sherwood, man. And then that secondary, man, they could just clean it up, man. Keep Allen inside, force him in. Don't let him run to the outside like Clemens, man. Hopefully he's not in there like that. So we have the speed search in McDonald, in JJ, really contain the edge and really getting that out, so we can just literally just see him step into the pocket. Let him step into the pocket and allow pressure. And we're going to see those balls, man, flying around, man. And hopefully we have some luck like what happened with Jordan Whitehead a couple of years ago, where we had those 3, man. So just based off of that stuff, man, and feeling like Aaron Glenn's applying.
You get the fuck out.
Chef Kevin, what happened to you, man? What happened to that audio? I was waiting for it to snap back to normal. And then Chef Kevin became more and more like a robot. The Cloverleaf Tavern internet failed my man. At least the food is incredible. Good call, Chef Kev. I agree with all that. I think you got the right game plan. I expect the defense to still allow points because the Bills are that good. But if they're going to score, can it not be because you're having just coverage breakdowns and wide open guys? Tough. And I was hoping Chef Kev would somehow, some way be able to get that internet fixed, but that was tough. Comments, questions, super chats, cut the line. I'm going to gift the membership coming up. So if you want a raffle ticket, I'm going to enter whoever gets the gifted membership in the raffle. Not a ton of entries right now, so great chance to win a Jets jersey if you want in. I will gift the membership right after we hear from Aaron Glenn, who spoke moments ago and provided some injury updates.
All right. I'll start with injuries first. We have Jay, who has an illness. And most of these guys, man, there's a number of evaluations still going on. And you guys get the report by the end of the day anyway. So Sauce had a groin. All right. I think he'll be okay. Josh has a hamstring. All right. So we'll continue to evaluate that, and we'll know at the end of the day. All right. But other than that, I think we're pretty clean for the most part. Kane is another one. All right. And he's you will get that at the end of the day.
Okay. Kane, I don't think he's going to play. Didn't sound great about Reynolds. Sauce being okay there. That's good news. I think he'll play. I don't think we're going to see Reynolds. I think Lazard will be active this week. Jake Asman, that's me, has gifted a channel membership. Oh, yeah.
You can't win. Bullshit.
MJ Wilson. MJ Wilson, you are in the Asmaniac raffle for one. Gift the membership to enter for your chance to win a Jets jersey at the end of the show or some of our weekly prizes. Hey, quick reminder. The merch store is open, baby. And we got a couple new shirts that we made for the season. The Coach AG shirt and the G5 shirt. The G5 shirt has been a popular one. JakeAsman.com/shop if you want to support the show and get yourself some new Jets merch for the upcoming season. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, there's only one man that is currently on hold. Yesterday, he said a lot. Yesterday, he was angry. Yesterday, he was mean. How will he be today?
Buenos dias. Buenos dias. How are you?
Hello.
Well, now we got all that out of our systems. I went and had my blood work this morning. Now I gotta wait 72 hours for the final results. But we are gonna go to Buffalo and we're gonna deep fry Buffalo so big that we're gonna make over 500 wings that we're gonna feed the entire New York Jet family from top to bottom. And I got all the tools for it. All I need is to go get about good 6 gallons of buttermilk, a couple pounds of flour. We're gonna make some potato wedges, and we're gonna cook the Buffalo Bills like chicken wings on that grill. And we're gonna have a nice hot piping grill, and we're gonna load up nice and big just for them all. There's gonna be some sacking, there's gonna be some knocking, and there's gonna be a couple heads going down because, like I said, we're gonna take it 10,000 degrees hot and 10 times harder. Because when Buffalo feels us, they're gonna be laid flat on their ass so big that when they get up the next morning, they're gonna be, I've fallen and I can't get up. Help me! That's what they'll be singing. Well, you know what? They're gonna need a lot of help because when we get the tow trucks out, the first thing we're all gonna yell at the construction boys, tell them, boys, you know what to do with the trash heap. Lift it up Get out. That's what's going to be for the Bills. A nice pickup, a nice tossing, and if Olympic dwarf tossing was a great Olympic sport, oh, that would be a great feat beyond belief. That's what I will say right now. My score prediction will be 35-3. We're going to make Josh Allen look so stupid that we're going to run circles around him all night long. Woo! Have a beautiful day and enjoy your blessed. And remember, pray to Jesus. Let's hope we win it.
Hey, Beast, couple follow-ups for you here. Dylan says that blood work isn't needed to tell you that you should lose weight.
I'm not gonna answer that question. You're full of shit, and you don't. And I do what doctors have told me. I always do it every 3 months because I always keep up with the work because I am a strong #1 man. And why? The doctors have already told me straight off the bat. I'm already a strong guy. Why? Look at all these guns right here. You don't see men like this nowadays. Why? Because most of them are too yellow with the stain up the back, and the yellow stay right in their shorts.
I don't know about that one. I see a lot of blubber.
No. Say that's your cheap metaphor for too much this, not enough this.
Larry says the results are in, Beast. You have AIDS.
You don't know your ass from a hole in the ground. Go back to school, twerp. If you can find it.
Derek the cop says, Beast, you're not strong. You're fat.
You're foolish. Yeah. You know what? I don't give a rat's, monkey, horse's ass what you think. I'm way too strong. And to all you chicken shit blowhards who have no balls, no guts, no intestines.
Dylan says, if I need blood work 4 times per year in 10 years, I will be very concerned.
I don't basically give a flying, you know what? I don't give a shit. My thing is stay strong, stay positive, look great, be great. And you know what? I'm still great. I'm still looking fine. I'm still looking hip. But you know what? If you ain't got the slip, then you know what? You ain't got nothing but the dip. And I'm talking that cheap dip. That cheap Dollar Tree dip. Me, I go for the good stuff.
Ralphie says, final results. He is a meatball.
I am not a meatball. Ralphie, you are pathetically useless. You're as consistent as pigeon shit under a bag of square. I wouldn't even trust you to cook my steaks.
John Williams says, Beast, your bed frame is stronger than you.
Yeah, he's full of shit. That's what he is. He's full of shit. And I'm going to say it one time. 35-3. Game over. Lights.
Dunderlip says, Beast is 320 pounds of twisted steel.
Yeah, right. Try. I already went and scaled in today. I went from a 248 to a stronger 265. Doctors have already said I'm one strong guy. Oh yeah? Why am I strong? Let's see. I garden. I also cook. I do my own cleaning. I move things around. I donate clothes. I do my own thinking. I do my own work. Sure, I may get my hands dirty, but you know what the old saying is? My grandfather's always said, get your hands dirty. Why be a chicken? Get your hands dirty and learn to be a man. And that's what I'm doing right now. I've learned to be a man. Unlike half the chat out here, no balls, no brains, no ounces.
When you say that you do your own thinking, as opposed to what does that mean?
It's all up here. Use the head, not your ass.
Okay.
Use your head, not your ass. 35-3, we're closing it out. And in the words of the great Ric Flair, to be the man, woo, you got to beat the man. Now, let's take it away, General Custer. And remember, happy.
Mikey says, Beast, thoughts on French toast sticks?
French toast sticks? Easy. Let me tell you about French toast sticks. Easy to make. Real easy. All you got to do is line up nicely. And the best part of French toast sticks is a little powdered sugar with a little blueberry syrup. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right, Jack. Take it to the bake. And remember, you know the sign. Read them and wait. Who's going to win?
Rebecca
Sunday?
says, show us how Brees Hall will run up the Bills' chicken wing defense.
Chicken wing defense, huh? Chicken wing defense? we're gonna play a little. We're gonna do a little shots here.
Hey, Beast, first you got to move your mic that's not plugged in and serves absolutely no purpose to anyone that's ever watched this show.
Yeah. I heard. Yeah, and it's always Ed Sullivan. How you like them apples, ladies? All right, ladies. Little time gun here. Get ready. Red, quad, green 31, green 31, take, 318, take. Touchdown, Chico. That's two boot. Ha, ha.
Tom D says do some cardio.
I'm not gonna waste my time on other shit that doesn't make any sense.
Truer words have never been said than that statement there. Beast, thank you. Tom, I got you in the raffle. Actual Jet news to hit on here, then we'll shout out some memberships, and this is not any small thing.
Breaking sports news on the Jake Asman Show.
Bills coach Sean McDermott has ruled out Ed Oliver for Sunday against the Jets. Short turnaround, Thursday Night Football, Bills taking on the Dolphins in week 3. So they're being careful with him. Ian Rappaport with the tweet on the screen. Bills standout defensive lineman Ed Oliver, who impressed with a sack and forced fumble in week 1, ruled out for Sunday by coach Sean McDermott. Oliver got stepped on this week and is using a walking boot. There's a short turnaround for Thursday Night Football against the Dolphins in week 3 as well. So he might not play in that game either, but that's their problem for next week. It's the break for the Jets. Doesn't mean the Jets are going to win the game, but certainly doesn't hurt. He's a really good player. But look, the Ravens hung up how many points on Buffalo on Sunday, even with Ed Oliver out there having a good game? Like, the Ravens still scored 40 points. So this hurts them, but it's still going to be on the Jets to get it done. J-Boy has gifted 5 channel memberships. Let's go. J-Boy, thank you. If you got a membership from J-Boy, make sure you say thank you. And Mimosa with a 10 spot. Mimosa will be in Tampa next week for the Jets game. Let's go.
Thank you, Mimosa, for your generosity and tremendous support of the Jake Asman Show.
That's not nothing about this Ed Oliver situation. Clearly, we'll take any break we can get, but we got to take advantage of this. Jaden says, who cares about this effing dude? Ed Oliver or Beastbreaker? You're going to have to clarify. Burkinator says, Beast, your mom wants you to stop making all that commotion right this instant. Hey, Beast, is that true?
Say that again.
Burkinator says that your mom apparently wants you to stop making all that commotion.
Is he full? I think he's full of shit in my book. Get out of my face with that shit. Enjoy the Friday. Go out. Go do some skating. Go rollerblade or some shit like that. Go rollerblade. Go bowl. And
hey, when was the last time you rollerbladed?
I haven't bowled since 2021 because everything's gone up.
What do you mean? The price of bowling has gone up?
That's right.
I see.
You think money grows on trees? How about I just buy the T-shirt that just says, "The world thinks I got growing money up my ass." My friend had a T-shirt like that. He lives in.
Yeah, it is.
Thank you very much, Beast, for whatever the fuck that was. All right. I'm going to put the names together for the raffle here. We'll be back with Nick Faria and his weekly spot this afternoon. We're going to do some Jets over-unders for the Bills game. And we'll take all the odds from FanDuel, and we'll try and come up with some interesting over-under plays we like when we preview the game. Plus, we'll get an injury report from the Jets by the time we start our second show, and we'll have way more. Neil says Ed Oliver is comparable to us not having Quinn, and it's a huge deal. Agreed, but the Bills defense, even with Ed Oliver, still allowed 40 points last week. So this helps the Jets clearly, but like the Bills were able to win even with their defense being bad last week because they're going to score points. It's a big deal. Ed Oliver is a really good player. I think Quinn's a better player, but it's a really big deal. Johnny Boy spent $2 to say Jaden is the original Poppy. All right. Thank you. Don't know what that means, but super chat is a super chat. All right. Here's what we're going to do. I'm currently putting together the raffle names. While I put together the raffle names, I want to thank the Jets. In their first episode of the Runway, they featured me emceeing the Badlands event back in late August. So shout out to the Jets. I'll play this, then we spin the wheel and give away a Jets jersey.
Sorry.
Welcome. We're going to get started shortly to kick off our latest live event. If it's your first time at a Badlands live show, make some noise. If you're feeling good about the New York Jets, make some noise. We're going to have a great time tonight. Up first tonight, we're going to start with the flagship pot. Ladies and gentlemen, we bring on the hosts and the founders of Badlands. Give it up for Joe Caparoso and Connor Rogers. First episode was really good, so good job by the Jets. Always appreciate them featuring myself or other content creators. And hopefully episode 2 features them talking about a Jet win on Sunday. How about it? Ladies and gentlemen, it's time.
It's time to announce the winners of the weekly Asmaniac Raffle. Let's spin the Jake Asman Show Wheel of Champions and find out which Asmaniac is winning an epic prize.
Good luck to all who entered, but there could only be one winner. But if you don't win, on Tuesday, you have a chance to win 3 signed jerseys by Sauce, Fields, and Jermaine. Ladies and gentlemen, good luck to everybody. If you win, you have to email me, asmanjake@gmail.com, your name, your address, the player that you want the jersey in, the color, and the size. Here we go. The winner of a Jets jersey is Rick. Now, there's 2 Ricks. So there's Rick Kent, who obviously won a signed Wayne Corbett jersey yesterday. And then there's a listener named Rick who doesn't have a last name or any name associated that just gifted 1 membership. And that's all it took to win. So, Rick, I don't have your info. Please email me, and we will order your jersey for you this weekend. Give Rick a Jet chant, though. He's been in the chat for a long time. Congrats to Rick. Don't know the last name, but we know that he's in the raffle. So thank you, Rick. Congrats to you. And please shoot me a message and we'll get you taken care of. On that note, I'm back this afternoon. Happy Friday, all. Enjoy your weekend if we don't hear from you. We have one final show coming up tomorrow and then a post-game show immediately after Jets Bills for 3 hours on Sunday. On that note, thanks again for taking the time to tune in. I leave you with a clip that I feel like deserves to be played, a clip that is very important. Enjoy it, and I'll talk to you in a few hours. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Make sure you like the video. Go Jets, everybody.
Oh, my bad, everybody. Oh.
SEAL Team 75, assemble.
The clapping SEALs, they're alive and well in the chat.
I'm not gonna do the clapping seal part.
What do you mean?
I do want to, but I'm not gonna do it because Gator's gonna use it out of context, and then it's gonna go viral, and then I'm gonna have to look at it forever.
I hate this team. I hate them. I hate them.
Hey, here's the deal. Just got no chance unless you click on that like button. And you got to make sure you subscribe to the Jake Asman Show. You don't, you can get the f*** out. Now let's go, Asmaniacs. We're built for this shit.